Hey there! Another round of news starting here now with all the updates on our Washington Commanders. Quick, direct, and straightforward information. If you're new, subscribe now and ensure you don't miss anything about the team. And don't forget to like me so I can keep posting here on the channel. Next, to start with the updates, Monday Night Football could decide the future of the season, and it all revolves around one name, Deebo Samuel. The situation is critical. The wide receiver group is at its limit, and Coach Dan Quinn needs a miracle. But that miracle could have a first and last name. Deebo Samuel. He's questionable, dealing with an injury, but the latest information indicates he can play. And if that happens, the Commanders get a new breathing room in the playoff race. No Terry McLaurin. No Noah Brown. And now, with Deebo Samuel uncertain, despair has taken over the capital. Monday night against the Chicago Bears is no longer just another game. It's about survival. It's the moment when Dan Quinn and Cliff Kingsbury need to prove they can keep the offense alive, even in chaos. But then comes the detail that changes everything. Deebo Samuel, the man who arrived discredited, traded for a fifth-round pick, and who now is the engine of this offense. Remember when they said Deebo was finished? That San Francisco was going to cut him? Yeah, Washington took a chance when no one believed it. And the result? A reborn Deebo. Explosive. Physical. Unstoppable. A player who carries the offense on his back and inspires his teammates with a gladiator-like attitude. Even injured, even limited, he remains a nightmare in any pre-snap lineup. Put him in the slot. He destroys. In the backfield. He runs roughshod. On the sideline, he changes the pace of the game. Deebo Samuel is the kind of player who changes a team's identity. And the Commanders know it. According to Tom Pelissero, there's a good chance Deebo will play. But wait. Nothing confirmed. It'll be a real-time decision, made during warm-ups, minutes before kickoff. If he's healthy, he plays. If there's a risk, he's out. And that's precisely where the tension lies. Risk or preserve. A wrong choice could cost the season. But a right choice could keep Washington alive in the playoff race. Commanders fans are divided. Some are urging caution. Others are shouting, "Put the man on the field." And who can blame them? With McLaurin and Brown out, without Deebo there's no dynamism, no spark, no fear on the other side of the ball. The Bears know this. And they're ready to attack their weakness. Would you play Deebo, even with the risk of injury? Comment below. Changing the subject a bit, some people are saying Jayden Daniels is in decline. But wait a minute, a decline? If 270 total yards, a 100 pass rating, and a road win are signs of a decline, then the NFL better get ready, because Rusty Jayden is already destroying defenses. And now, Monday Night Football against the Chicago Bears is coming. A game that could mark the beginning of the Washington quarterback's definitive turnaround. But the Bears are terrified. Jayden Daniels is back on national TV. And this time, the whole world will watch, to see if he lives up to the hype, or silences the critics. Coach Ben Johnson and defensive coordinator Dennis Allen have already made it clear, the engine of all this is the quarterback. They know, facing Daniels is playing 11 on 11. You can't just guard the running backs. You can't just double-team the wide receivers. With Daniels, every play is a nightmare, because he can run, throw, and improvise all in the same play. It's like trying to stop lightning in motion. And look at the context. Daniels is coming back from an injury. He himself admitted, "I needed to shake off the rust." But if this is the rusty Jayden, imagine when he's sharp again. The truth is, he's evolving. And what we saw against the Chargers was just the beginning. A more mature, colder, more lethal quarterback. A player who understands the moment and wants to dominate the league. The Bears remember well the last time they faced Washington. That game produced one of the NFL's most memorable moments. But now it's different. Now, Jayden Daniels isn't a prospect. He's a danger. Dennis Allen himself compared the Commanders' offense to a triple option. Everyone needs to function, everyone needs to react quickly. Because if they miss one step, Daniels punishes. And the Bears know, there's no perfect plan against a quarterback who makes you think twice. Fear is real. And when the opponent takes the field scared, the game starts 1-0 for the Commanders. Washington's rushing attack is the best in the NFL through the first 5 weeks. But why? Because Jayden Daniels is the engine of everything. Without him, the system collapses. With him, the offense flows, and the numbers speak for themselves. This Monday night could be the turning point. The moment Jayden Daniels sheds the promising label and takes the throne as the new face of the franchise. If he shines against Chicago, no one will talk about a sophomore slump anymore. They'll talk about a rise of a quarterback who's ready to challenge giants. Do you believe Daniels will silence his critics in prime time? Or do you think he still has something to prove? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Next, an incoming update. To round things off, there's a name that's scaring quarterbacks across the NFL. Dorrance Armstrong Jr. The guy arrived from Dallas to Washington and is playing like he's on a mission to cause chaos. While many people talk about Jayden Daniels on offense, it's Armstrong who's destroying everything on defense. And with Monday Night Football coming up against the Bears and Caleb Williams, take note, this man can turn the game upside down. Dorrance Armstrong has 18 pressures and 5 sacks in 5 games. Top 5 in the NFL. He's entering the pocket like a hurricane, ripping through double blocks, blowing up tackles, and making quarterbacks see ghosts on the field. And it's not luck. Armstrong has become a tactical nightmare. A complete player, technical, physical, and impossible to contain. When he attacks, it's as if the quarterback's clock speeds up. Every second becomes panic. And now, Monday Night Football against the Chicago Bears is coming up. On the other side, Caleb Williams. But the big question is, will he survive Armstrong's pressure? Rookie left tackle Theo Benedict will start in place of an injured starter. In other words, a perfect target for defensive coordinator Joe Witt Jr. to exploit. Washington wants to put Armstrong in this exact matchup. And when that happens, it's only a matter of time before the pocket collapses. Remember what Hutchinson did to Chicago in Week 2? 5 pressures. Max Crosby in Week 4? 5 more pressures. Now imagine Armstrong, with the strength of a tank and the technique of a surgeon, going after a rookie. This has all the makings of a massacre. In Dallas, they said Armstrong was just a rotation player. But in Washington, he became a war leader. Dan Quinn trusted him, gave him a hefty contract, and is reaping the rewards. Today, Dorrance is the mirror of what Quinn wants for this defense: intensity, discipline, and aggression. He's the kind of player who doesn't just change the game. He changes the tone of the entire defense. When he's on the field, the opposing offense feels it. The blockers tremble. And the quarterbacks pray. Monday, lights on, prime time. The entire NFL is watching. And Dorrance Armstrong has the chance to send a clear message. I am the new quarterback terror. If he dominates Chicago the way he has been, no one will underestimate the name anymore. And the All-Pro is on the radar. And Washington may once again have the most feared defense in the league. Is Armstrong already the cornerstone of this defense? Or do you think he still needs to prove himself on Monday night? Comment below. I want to hear your opinion. Next up, Commanders, thanks for watching. Did you like the video? Like it and subscribe to the channel. It's very important that we're together. Thanks for everything, and let's go, Commanders!